Genau, wir wollten uns jetzt das nächste NFT-Video angucken. Arno hat mir das rausgesucht, geht ganz schnell. Non-Fungible Token. Vielleicht ganz kurz erklärt, was es ist. Im Endeffekt ist das so eine Art quasi digitale Ownership, die auf eine Blockchain geschrieben wird. Und dadurch ist ein Objekt nicht mehr eindeutig digital, mit einer eindeutigen digitalen Signatur. Und du weißt genau, dass es dir ist. Und du kannst es dann kaufen über so NFT-Marktplätze. Genau, also schauen wir uns das NFT-Video an, hier von diesem Gemälde, was über Christie's, also aber auf einem NFT verkauft wurde. Christie's ist ja so eine Versteigerungsplattform. Genau, Auktionshaus, Versteigerungsplattform, Auktionshaus, ja. Die ersten 5000 Tage auf diesem Projekt collected together are the first purely digital artwork ever sold on Christie's. Okay, die ersten 5000 Tage zusammengefügt quasi sind das erste pure digitale Kunstprodukt, was auf Christie's versteigert wurde.
The artwork that I made.
Okay. Also 5000 Tage Arbeit quasi von so verschiedenen
is very much influenced by the tools and influenced by the work of a bunch of people in the crypto community as well.
Hey Mike, this is Jason. I just want to say congratulations. You're at 25,250,000. Crazy.
25,2 Millionen. Closing in einer Minute. Oh Gott. Und dann ist es auf 70 hochgegangen.
Oh my God!
50 Millionen und eine Minute.
50 million!
60 und eine Sekunde.
69 million. I think it probably means digital art is here to stay.
Krass.
I'm going to Disney World!
Krass. Okay, also so viel in letzter Instanz ist halt schon krass, ja. Dann hier hat jemand Background-Informationen gegeben, wer diese 70 Millionen US-Dollar bezahlt hat. Let's go. Okay, krass. Das ist krass. Also diese Gemälde sind echt verrückt. Guck dir, oder diese Digital Art Pieces. Man kann schon so viel machen. Das ist schon crazy. Wie viel ist das wert? Schreibt mal in den Chat, was denkt ihr, wie viel das wert ist? Ich weiß es nicht, also es gibt keine richtige Antwort.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. And as always, is your boy Kev coming at you guys with some live crypto updates. Okay, not too live. I know I'm kind of late with this piece right here talking about Beeple today. Pretty sure if you're involved in the NFT community, then you already know who Beeple is.
Der Dude, der das Ganze produziert hat, der Künstler.
Probably already heard that he sold $69 million worth for his art piece, his latest art piece, 5,000 days on Christie's. And if you don't know what Christie's is, it's basically like the super famous auction platform where people go and sell their super rare collectibles. I've noticed that a lot of people have been talking about Beeple's, sale, and they've been congratulating him and making a bunch of videos, and he made $69 million. Not a lot of people are...
Das ist in der letzten Sekunde, 9 Millionen in der letzten Sekunde.
Not a lot of people are talking about who's Metakoven, which is the person who actually bought Beeple's art piece. In today's video, I wanted to dive into who Metakoven is, why he spent $69 million on Beeple's art piece, and what is his plans, what does he plan to do with this, possibly mean for the digital art space, the NFT world, right?
Ja, ist sehr interessant auf jeden Fall. Wann war denn das? Wann wurde denn das verkauft? Okay, seit dem 11. März ist es online. Okay, krass. Das heißt, es ist gerade mal ein paar Tage her, 2 Wochen.
Alright, so basically if you don't know who Beeple is, or if you don't know why his work went for so much money, for 13 consecutive years, for 5,000 consecutive days, created a digital art piece every single day. And basically this comprised of a bunch of art pieces of topics that were going on around the world.
Okay, also er hat, die 5000 Tage haben wir ja gesehen, aber dann jedes Jahr eins. Jeden Tag eins. Das ist schon sehr, sehr verrückt.
Most of his art pieces hold some kind of history to it. Just the whole story behind him doing it every single day.
Shit show.
It makes it super crazy, I guess. I don't know how to articulate how I feel about that. I think that Beeple is very well known in
Oh mein Gott, echt sehr verstörend. Chat hat eben gesagt verstörend, echt sehr verstörend.
the NFT space and in the digital art space, but I don't think he's very
Das geht, okay, das
well
weniger.
known in mainstream. Even
Er hat ein Fable für Trump, ja.
if you're watching this video, there's still a lot of people who don't know who Beeple is. They just know that someone made $69 million off an art piece. That's actually the third most expensive art piece sold of a living artist.
Okay, krass. Das drittteuerste Kunststück von einem lebenden Künstler.
A lot of money in their art pieces are after they're dead. After they die, then their art pieces get discovered and they go for so much money.
Was?
He sold his art piece for $70 million. While I think that is crazy, I really wanted to dive in deeper into who is Metakovan, why would they spend all this money on an art piece. So I started to do some research on the internet and I came across this interview right here.
Wenn man so verrückte Dinge sieht, also die Bilder sind ja schon, wie ihr richtigerweise, also wie ich auch finde, leicht verstörend. Aber wenn man dann den Dude dazu sieht, sieht ja völlig normal, ist irgendwie so eine Wertung drin, aber halt so fast schon spießig aus, ne? Und dass er dann solche Art Pieces macht, die so ein bisschen verstörend sind und so, ist schon. Hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht. Also wenn ich jetzt hätte raten sollen, wie der Künstler aussieht, wäre es auf jeden Fall nicht so gewesen.
Okay, so one of the biggest things that I found about Metakovan is that he's from the East. I don't know if that's from the Middle East or he's from the East and he has a little bit of an accent. He has always been fascinated by cities, new cultures, and he's always been traveling. He's been like living in the digital space completely. Like he doesn't hold any possessions. Like he doesn't own a house, he doesn't own a car. He just gets up and goes and travels to other cities or other countries and he just tries to learn the history of how these cities were built. That's what he likes.
Aber wo hat er die 70 Mio, 70, sehr wahrscheinlich deutlich mehr hat er ja, wo hat er die 70 Mio her, um so ein Kunstwerk zu kaufen?
So he was always fascinated by Western culture, meaning the United States, Canada, and stuff like that. But one of the biggest things that he spoke about was that cities aren't built alone and that a lot of people don't care about building a new city or a lot of people don't care about things and someone else has to take the initiative to actually make that thing a possibility. In this case, the cities, right? He later got introduced into the crypto, the NFTs, the NFT world. And he was just fascinated by the idea of art because he's always been a big art person and culture person and he knows that art is what makes the culture in these huge cities.
Also reden wir jetzt hier vom Kollegen, der das gekauft hat, ne?
Knowing that art plays such a big role into culture, and he saw Beeple's artwork as an opportunity to not only preserve all that culture through his artwork, but he also saw Beeple as one of the top greatest artists in the digital space. And so what Metakovan was saying is that he sees it like a movie. Like a movie needs a director, a movie needs actors, a movie needs like people who are doing the lighting, who are doing the sound.
Metakovan, the founder of Financer of Metapurse, the largest NFT fund in the world, was the winning bidder of Beeple's The First 5,000 Days for 70 Millionen. Okay, 69 Millionen, beziehungsweise 42.329 Ether.
He sees himself as a director and he sees Beeple as the star. He just wanted the best of the best artists and that's why he was willing to spend that much money for these artists, because in buying those art pieces, he can also build connections with those artists and introduce those artists to the other top artists, right? So now he can collaborate with all these artists and create this whole new like world, a new digital world, which is called Metaverse. He actually created his own Metaverse, which is basically like a digital world. They have like these digital museums and then they also created their own digital token, which is called B20. Think about it as a stock. All right, so I just want to show you guys because this is an example of a metaverse, not necessarily like the whole internet is connected. You actually download the file. Just think about the opportunities that can come with this, okay? I know the mic might be too loud, okay? Okay, to further exemplify this whole idea of a metaverse, I wanted to show you guys this by Render. He basically created this whole digital world where you can go and explore the actual city that he designed.
Das ist irgendwie wie so ein PC-Spiel, oder? Jetzt habe ich den.
Just imagine this with like a virtual reality headset and you being able to explore this new metaverse, right? And then you can actually come into this meta world and you can buy your own character, which is called like wearables. That's also a big thing that's going on in the
Eigentlich wie ein PC-Spiel, oder? Also du gehst rein, kannst dir dort so Skins und Co. kaufen, oder?
NFT space. People are creating wearables for people's avatars and characters. And basically, you can explore this world. So just think about this, but with a digital museum, and think about the artist designing this digital museum and how beautiful it could be, right? I think like not a lot of people talk about this. Not a lot of people are talking about what are the opportunities with all these funds that are going into the NFT space, right? All right, so yeah, so this is kind of like an example of what a metaverse can actually be.
Es wird ausgestellt in dieser Welt, oder was? Hat er das extra gekauft, um das hier in dieser Welt auszustellen?
Mean for the NFT space. This is something that I was thinking about because people are bragging about how, oh, Beeple made this much money selling his artwork, right? And a lot of people think that it's just about the money. It's about something bigger than just the money.
Das hört man häufig im Crypto-Space. Something bigger. Ja. Klar, ich meine, diese NFT ist eine dicke Opportunity, ja. Aber die derzeitigen Preise, ja. Ich hoffe, dass da nicht zu viele Leute sind, die die Finger verbrennen.
I think that this whole idea what Metakovan is doing and investing into this space, because he actually sees the future of what this space can be, I think it further solidifies the idea and makes it more legit. And I think that the more legit it becomes and the more that people start to get educated, the more that people are going to take interest in trying to help build this thing, right? And I think that we're at the forefront of a bunch of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities to develop this space, this NFT space, right? Metakovan is a person who is fascinated by cities and art and how that builds its culture and how that city was.
Und er will quasi so die erste digitale Stadt bauen, wenn ich das richtig verstehe, ja. Also er will die erste digitale, oder sieht ja irgendwie so aus, ist zwar keine Stadt, also hat eher so nach Natur ausgesehen, aber da sollen dann diese Kunstwerke veröffentlicht werden.
So he saw the NFT space as an opportunity for him to help in the development of a digital city. I just think that a lot of people are just like talking about the surface, which is Beeple making $69 million. But a lot of people aren't digging in deeper into what does this mean for the NFT space. I just thought that was something interesting and something cool to update you guys on.
Also, hier habt ihr eure Antwort. Warum jemand 70 Mio, also fast 70 Mio dafür ausgibt, ja. Ich hoffe, dir hat dieser kurze Überfluss-Clip gefallen. Wenn ja, lass uns doch gerne einen Daumen hoch da und schau dir gerne die weiteren Clips hier oder hier an. Und wenn du in Zukunft keine Highlights mehr aus unseren Streams oder Interviews verpassen möchtest oder einfach Clips aus der Finanzfluss-Welt, dann solltest du Überfluss auf jeden Fall abonnieren. Bis zum nächsten Mal.